We welcome everyone back to Atlanta Motor Speedway for tonight's premier private car service truck series for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. Chase race 1 of 5 for 130 laps. The field has been set, and now we will go through who the top 12 are, who will be fighting for the championship. Also, the team championship is also up for grabs, but we will get into that in just a little bit. But let's dive right into tonight, starting with the pre-race analyst here real quick. And boy, do we have a track temp tonight of 113 degrees to start things off with. 130 laps, 85-degree air temp, 195 miles here tonight. Now, tire window, 25 to 35 laps, depending on the driver and how hard they go through the tires and how, well, we know Atlanta Motor Speedway, though, is going to be rough on tires. But you can save a little bit. That's going to depend on, like I said, the driver. Fuel window, 36 to 41 laps. Roughly, I imagine the tires are going to be a bigger role here tonight than that fuel. But still, we got to worry about the fuel because it could come down to fuel mileage here too. Pit road speed, 50 miles per hour. So let's get right into the point standings and who we have in the chase. Now, everybody's tied coming into tonight. But the top 12 here are Jacob Bell, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Jeremy Clifton, Dwayne Dunn, Mark Hamlin, William Hartman, G.T. Hawkins, Cody McFadden, Nolan Neiman, Lee Overton, Curtis Vollmer, and Michael Thwaites is the top 12 in the chase for the 5 races that they will be doing here. It is going to be an interesting, and starting things off in Atlanta, we're going to kind of go back here a little bit, talk about last night. Now, the K&N last night did very, very well. Yeah, there were some cautions, but for what they had to deal with, well, it was rather, it was very, very entertaining. It was awesome. Well, tonight is going to be no different because the track temp is going to be the same in a sense of going to have a hot track temp tonight here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So they're going to have to deal with that too. They're going to have to deal with each other. We do have the top 12 in the chase, but we've got a lot of drivers out here who are still vying and helping their teammates out, trying to get them up higher in the points. Now, as we took a look at the point standings, that was in no particular order because everybody is tied. It basically just reset. Now they're going to go at it head-to-head. They've been out here practicing for about 30 minutes. We're going to qualify here in about 3.5 minutes or so. Well, in the top spot, Andrew Mraz in that top spot here currently. William Hartman in second. Mason Kane third. Curtis Vollmer in fourth. And Cody McFadden in fifth. The top 5 here in practice. And, of course, we've got to give a shout-out where shout-outs are due. Nick Hunt, Scott Rambler, Mike Franklin, your admins here tonight. And, of course, I am Joshua Medlock, and I'm on for you here tonight, calling the race and the flag-to-flag coverage here. Now, Logan may be joining me here when he can. Right now, he is not here, so hopefully he does pop in here when he can. But we'll get it on the road here. We'll get it on the show. I am going to try to interview a few, well, when they get done with the drivers meeting. But right now it's not. They're right there. Right now they're trying to figure out how to go about this track. We've seen a couple of people talk about the high line. Well, there is no grip out there. It is slicker than snot out there. Turn 2 going to be a problem, and turn 4 is going to be the next problem here tonight. Coming out of the corners, that back end of these trucks, when that fuel loosens up, starts to get low, and those tires wear off, it is a big, big problem here. So we're really going to have to watch it. Hopefully that temperature can get down, that track can grip up a little bit, and then they get the long green flag run here tonight. We had 2 last night, and it was awesome. Those green flag pit stops were outstanding. I imagine these guys out here tonight are going to do the same thing. Also, no standby drivers for the 5 races in the chase. This is all the regular people that are in the series here, the truck series. So there are no standby drivers. It is just those who are in the truck series. And those who are in the chase, of course. Well, we are going to step away here real quick for the national anthem. Qualified will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket treadless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the brave, and the
Alrighty, folks, we are back here. Qualifying is underway here tonight. Right now, William Hartman in the top spot with a 31,300. Congratulations to William. Right now, currently holding the top spot, 67 1,000ths of a second ahead of Jeremy Clifton. Dalton Cowden in third, GT Hawkins fourth, and Mason Kane are going to round out the top five here currently. We've still got some drivers out there on the track qualifying. The 64 of Cody McFadden fixing to put in his time here. We'll see where the 64 goes. Yeah, right now, looks like that is his first lap. Michael Thwaites going to go into 16th here currently. Curtis Vollmer looks like he may not be putting in the time he normally does. However, he is in the chase. We got Chris Seidenfaden in the 35 out here as well. Chris Seidenfaden now. Lee Overton out here as well, coming out here onto the track. About 15 minutes left. They'll get into the drivers' meeting here momentarily. It looks like everybody is starting to get into the main lobby in TeamSpeak. Now, we don't really go over this a whole lot for everybody that is wondering how the communication happens between me and the drivers, the admins, and all that good stuff that goes along with it. Well, we use TeamSpeak. And everybody, of course, has their team lobbies individually, and we can communicate going through that, and it does help, TeamSpeak 3. So, and there's a lot of people that usually join, and that is how we do the communication between all of us. That is how I can talk to the drivers. That's how they can send me messages. The admins can send me messages when need be. Oh, William Hartman still holding the top spot. It looks like the time for Lee Overton is not going to count as he gets into the grass. Well, all right. Well, a big shout out here to the sponsors for the Truck Series. The Premier Private Car Service is the leading executive and special occasion transportation service for the Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., and Delaware area. Company President Robert M. Montgomery has spent many years in the corporate world with multiple years in the limousine and town car industry. Whether your company is looking for executive luxury transportation, private airport transportation, experienced concierge service, or a comfortable ride to a special occasion, Premier Private Car Service will be reliable, safe, and professional. You can reach them at phone number 410-929-7978. That is 1-410-929-7978. Thanks goes out to Robert Montgomery for being the sole sponsor for the Extreme Motorsports and 99.com Truck Series, as well as the secondary sponsor for the Cup Series on Thursday nights. You can also visit their website at www.premierprivatecar.com. Member of the National Limousine Association, member of the Baltimore, Maryland Concierge, and they are global. They are also open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if anybody needs that up in that area, please contact them. Of course, if you're global too, you can contact them as well for all pricing needs. All right, well, let's get to it. It looks like William Hartman is going to hold on to the pole. We're going to get here into the team point standings here just in the Truck Series right now. So coming into tonight, Samson Motorsports in first with 662. Downforce, 567. Performance, 535. Performance, 505. Primetime, 494. And Maverick Motorsports, 464. Now we get to the overall for all series for the team championship. Now this is for the team championship after all series are combined. Samson Motorsports up at the top, 29.06. Downforce in second, 26.78. Primetime in third, 26.18. Performance in fourth, 25.04. Performance Motorsports with the 4 in fifth, 24.07. And Maverick Motorsports in sixth with a 17.76. That's a good year right there. Well, if you've got your picks, throw your picks out in chat here tonight. Who's going to come away with the win? Now, as everybody is still in the drivers meeting here, you have to write your picks out there tonight. If you've got a certain pick you would like to see come away with the victory here tonight, please put it in chat. I'll make sure I'll read it, or at least I'll try to here, and we'll try to get it on stream. Now, there's a lot of drivers, 12 drivers, that are fighting for the most points for the end of the season to finish it all out and become the champion for the Truck Series here tonight. Now, this is just race 1 of 5. Of course, we are off next week, so everybody have a happy holiday coming up here Monday. I believe it's Labor Day, if I'm not mistaken. So everybody be safe out there. Enjoy the week and the weekend. Just be safe. And Racing Fan 99 is picking the 24 here tonight. Oh, the 24 of Jeff Glockner. Jeff Glockner currently 8th in qualifying. Now I see Rudy Cummings in chat here tonight. Owner of MaxSpeedTV. Glad to have him in chat. Rudy got a pick. Throw your pick out there, buddy. Well, everybody's still in the drivers' meeting. And I kind of want to wait as much as I can. I really don't want to disturb anybody. Got about 16 viewers out there. Glad to have you. Oh, we can go ahead and go through the top 10 here real quick. William Hartman first, Jeremy Clifton second, Dalton Cowden third, GT Hawkins fourth, Chris Fadden fifth, Mason Kane in sixth, Andrew Morass seventh, Jeff Faulkner eighth, Nolan Neiman ninth, and James Thorndike is going to round out the top 10 here in qualifying. We'll get to the full grid when we grid up here momentarily here in about 8.5 minutes. But let's talk a little bit about Atlanta. Real good kid. Hello, how are you doing? Glad to have you in chat. Talk a little bit about Atlanta, get some stats out here for everybody who is new. Now we did go over it last night in the K&N series, but for the new fellas and everybody out there that is tuning in, looks like we've got Chuck Sweeting in chat. Yeah, tomorrow night right here on MaxSpeedTV is the Sim Speed Shop Xfinity Series, and guess where they're going to be? Well, guess what? Right here in Atlanta. So we've got Atlanta Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and of course Thursday night for their Cup Series as well. It's going to be, I believe, at Atlanta. I think all 4 series open up at Atlanta. Chuck, I know you're a part of it. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe everybody opens up in Atlanta this week. So located in Hampton, Georgia, not actually in Atlanta. It is a 1.5 mile oval. The banking, 24 turns. For the turns, the banking is 5 degrees in the straights. 71,000 capacity. It was from 1960 to 1990. When it opened in 1960 to 1990, it was known as Atlanta International Raceway. It broke ground in 1958. A little bit of movie culture about Atlanta here tonight. The opening scenes of the 1980 movie Smokey and the Bandit 2 were filmed at the track, as well as some of the 1983 film Stroker Ace. Now, the current race is held at Atlanta Motor Speedway, the Monster Energy Cup Series, the NASCAR Xfinity Series, the Gandor Outdoor Truck Series, the INEX Receiver Legends Car Series, and the O'Reilly Auto Parts Friday Night Drags. Yes, they do have a drag strip here. Well, they don't have actually a drag strip. They actually use pit road. So if we could take here a look at pit road here real quick. Well, not going to be able to, it looks like. Oh, there we go. We can see pit road here, pit lane. We can look down here. We'll try to scroll over. They use the pit lane here at Atlanta for the drag. And, it's pretty long. So, get that all set up for everybody. Oh, yeah, tomorrow night is going to be awesome. Oh, really, Chuck? Well, Chuck Sweetie, he said he was an extra in the stands at the Stroker Race filming. That is awesome. I've never even seen it. I've seen parts of Smokey and the Bandit and Smokey and the Bandit 2, but I honestly, at the time, I didn't know that they were filmed here at Atlanta, and I thought that was pretty neat. So, oh, you don't think he was ever on screen? All right. Well, hey, you never know. Maybe one day I'll go take a look at it, see if I can find you. That'd be kind of cool. Well, I do want to let everybody know Sunday nights as well on the Extreme Motorsports and 99 YouTube page. They do the XM 99 podcast. You get a little bit of insider information from the teams to the league. They've got a lot of things going on, and they would love to see everybody to be a part of it, maybe in chat. Learn some stuff about certain teams that you may not know. I still don't know everybody and what team they're on. I'm still learning, as this is my first season with Extreme. I think over time, though, that'll change. And for the most part, I've got a lot of their numbers memorized in, when they're on track. Open the ticker as well for everybody out there. You would take a look. In the ticker, you will see underneath the name of the chase driver, underneath the chase drivers, it'll say chase driver. And that'll let everybody out there know who is actually in the chase. That way you can keep an eye on it. All right. Well, they must have a lot to go over tonight. It is the opening round of the trucks, and we have about 28 drivers, 28 trucks out there tonight. So we got a pretty good sized field for the opening round of the chase here. Well, let's see. we can get maybe an interview in with somebody who's not in the race. All right, it looks like everybody may be coming down. All right, we've got about 51 seconds here. And it looks like everybody is now starting to go into their team. We're going to go ahead and drag somebody up here real quick. John Sterling, got a copy?
Yep.
John Sterling, man, well, you're not in the race here tonight, but I'm sure you're going to be watching it. You got some people down there. Man, what do you think's going on out here tonight? We've seen an awesome race last night at K&N. Talk about the difference between the K&N and the trucks and how loose these things can get.
Well, I noticed K&N last night, it was a little slick for some drivers, but it's manageable. What I'm hearing a lot on the track tonight is it is very, 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 like, you can't even put enough adjectives on it, loose. Some drivers are like, I'm trying to do throttle control, but it's still breaking loose on me. And I've noticed last night, most cars were running right at the line in the corners. Some of the faster trucks out here are running maybe half a car to a car away from the line just to get around the corners fast and not break loose.
Oh, wow. So it's going to be very treacherous out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm gathering. And from a couple people from what I was watching, if a truck gets close enough to the rear, they might even get aero loose in the corner, even though they might have started the corner in a stable condition.
Oh, man. Well, all right. Well, we'll let you get back to it, John. Good luck down there with the team, and then we'll see what happens. Opening the chase here in the Truck Series in Atlanta. It's going to be interesting.
All right, Josh. Thank you.
Buddy. All right. Well, we're going to get down here to the grid here. MaxSpeedTV starting grid. William Hartman is going to grab the pole with a 31,300. Congratulations to William for getting the pole. Jeremy Clifton in second on the outside of him. Dalton Calvin third. G.T. Hawkins in fourth, Chris Seidenfaden fifth, Mason Kane sixth, Andrew Morass seventh, Jeff Glockner eighth, Nolan Neiman ninth, James Thorndike 10th, Cody McFadden in 11th, Jacob Bell 12th, Jason Eisenhower 13th, Brandon Freeze 14th, Blair Patterson 15th, Jeremy Horn 16th, Andrew Jump 17th, KC Duncan 18th, Michael Thwaites 19th, Alan Hilton 20th, Mark Hamlin, 21st. Curtis Vollmer, 22nd. Dwayne Dunn, 23rd. Scott Rambler admitting here tonight, as well as Nick Hunt and Mike Franklin. Darren Bruce, 27th. Lee Overton, 28th. Orlando Rivera, 29th. Doug Blackman, 30th. Nate Canston going to round out the field here tonight in 31st. Well, as they get ready to roll off here, we'll go ahead and pull up that pre-race analyst here real quick for everybody. That didn't catch it right at the start. Mike Franklin in chat as well. So one of the admins in chat. 106. That's right, Mike. Still gonna be slick out there. It is starting to cool off just a little bit, but gonna be slick for sure. All right, we are rolling off. William Hartman in the 67, getting him going. And yes, I do have a crank it up cam for Atlanta. We're good. Before anybody asks. All right. Well, it was 115, Alan. Congratulations, Steven. He had the baby last night. His wife had the baby. But they have a baby, a new baby, born at 11/13. So congratulations. All right, pace car gonna dive off. William Hartman in the 67 down low is gonna get him going. Pace car is off and away, and he is on the loud pedal before the green flag is out. Green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're racing in Atlanta for the Premier Private Car Service Truck Series, round 1 of the chase. As everybody gets lined out. And single file they go. Side by side, the 64 and the 15. Side by side action up here. 76 of Mason Kane. Oh, the 34 of Dalton Cowden around. No caution. He is through the grass. Having trouble getting it going. He is back up and going. No caution. And that track is a wicked slick. We're going to go back here and take a look at it on the MaxSpeedTV replay. And what happened to Cowden on the first lap here tonight. Product of just being a slick track. Well, it looks like he's by himself. Oh, right there. Oh, right here, it just snapped-loosied on him. Not sure if he might have, if there was maybe a little bit of a glitch there, but boy, it just snapped loose. And around he goes. Back up live we go. Dalton does get it going. And William Hartman has already got a 1.1 second lead over Mason Kane. He's got the 31 psychedelic machine. Andrew Mraz behind him. Jeremy Clifton falls back to 4th. Chris Seidenfaden in 5th. Cody McFadden 6th. Cody McFadden coming up from 11th to 6th. Nolan Neiman up a couple of spots into 7th. Jacob Bell coming from 12th to 8th. Jeff Lochner 8th. Back a spot in the 9th. James Thorndyke right where he started in 10th. Now Blair Patterson up a few spots already. From 15th to 11th. No, real good kid. It is not. That is just AI. That is that's the sim doing that. Well, it looks like Jeff Glockner to the on the outside of the 59 of James Thorndyke. We've got some battle up back here around the 16th position. Alan Hilton, the 85 of Andrew Jump, the 61 of Lee Overton. These three all bunched up right here together. Michael Thwaites also in the mix. I think it would be pretty cool though if you could drive the pace car. You know, have somebody in there being the pace car guy. You know, when the costume comes out, they go out. You know, make it more realistic. I think it'd be pretty cool. But no, right now it's just the AI doing it. Well, still watching the battle right here between the 8 and 61 and the 12. Well, the 85 of Andrew Jump, though, does get around him. And he's up a few spots. Oh, going back up here to Mason Kane and Andrew Mraz. I do not know. That's just what I was told. I get told to do something and I do it. That's just what I was told. Alrighty, Andrew jump. No, actually the yellow flags are controlled by the admins. So if they don't deem it necessary to throw a caution, they won't do it. Andrew jump, trying to run down Michael Thwaites. Doug Blackman in the 25, right up ahead of the 48 of Curtis Balmer, started back here in 22nd. Well, these guys still neck and neck here. As those tires wear off, however, they're going to really start to lose that grip. They're going to have to back up the corners very, very well. It looks like Jeff Glockner having a moment, going all the way back into 11th. Now Doug Blackman getting gunned down by the 48 of Curtis Balmer to the inside. Curtis now trying to get up to the 8 and the 85, but they're still side by side. Going back here, Darren Bruce, Dwayne Dunn. Also back here, Hank Caston, Casey Duncan, Mark Hamlin. All the way back here in 26. And Dalton Cowden, after having that spin there on the first lap, not sure what happened. Well, they have to talk to Dalton to figure out what happened. He is all the way back here in 27th after starting third. William Hartman now 1 point. A little over 2 seconds now ahead of now Mason Kane, who goes into second around Andrew Mraz. Well, these guys still rocking and rolling. Cody McFadden in the 64. Following Nolan Neiman in the 15. Nolan currently running in 5th. Cody in 6th. Chris Seidenfaden coming up on him. About a half a second behind Cody McFadden. Cody McFadden, part of Performance Motorsports. And Chris Seidenfaden in the 35, part of Samson Motorsports. William Hartman. William Hartman looks like he may be a see where William Hartman is part of here. We can find him. Well, I don't see him. I don't see him at TeamSpeak. Well, Andrew Mraz is part of Downforce. Mason Kane, part of Jacob Bell Racing. So just a mixture of the drivers that are out here, and kind of let everybody know what team they're on. Blair Patterson, a part of Downforce as well. Everybody bunched up right here. They are coming up on the 91 of Blair Patterson quickly. The 36 of Jason Eisenhower right here in the mix. He's got a whole lot of company all around him. Keep an eye on this. Oh, we've got a caution. Several drivers involved. Blair Patterson, Alan Hilton. Oh no, let's go back and take a look at it on the MaxSpeedTV replay. What transpired between these drivers here. Get a closer look. We're going to be on Alan Hilton here. Looks like the 91 does have some damage. Ooh, the 91 gets loose. Looks like he's okay. Oh, right here. Oh, no. It looks like contact between the 7 and the 8. That's going to send the 7 around hard into the outside wall. And the 91, the 91 having nowhere to go. Right into the 8 of Alan Hilton, the 25 of Doug Blackman getting a piece of it. Looks like the 85 of Andrew Jump as well. Also going to get a piece of the action. The 25 and the 91, the 85, all just right there. And it looks like they also made contact. The 34 of Dalton Cowden also going to get a piece of it. Looks like the 3 managed to slow down. He might have scraped it there a little bit. However, that is going to bring out the first caution. It looks like Alan Hilton's engine is gone. And Blair Patterson still sitting there at the end. It looks like he towed. Doug Blackman is smoking. Well, all right. We'll back up live. It looks like down off and away, William Hartman going to come out first. So let's, all right, coming from the admins, 7 into the 8. The 7 is going to get an EOL. The 7 of Casey Duncan, the 8 of Alan Hilton. So the 7 is going to get an EOL. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Okay, well, let's see. I don't see William in TeamSpeak. Now, William does have problems with TeamSpeak, and I understand he does come usually in afterwards. So we'll see if maybe we can get him down here later. I would love to interview him, but I don't see him. So I'm not going to be able to talk to him. Oh, there he is. Okay. Well, maybe we are. William Hartman got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
I didn't see you up in there, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I down a little bit.
Yeah, I had to find you. Well, congratulations, first and foremost, grabbing the pole. But, man, first 20 laps, man, had to be on edge. I'm sure those tires really started to wear, and I'm sure you guys kind of got a feeling of how it's going to be throughout the race. Talk about the first 20 laps.
Yeah, man, tire wear, it catches up to you pretty quick there on that run. Definitely, we're lucky to get a good jump there at the start, and just try to maintain a gap and not spin out. The setup's really, really loose. The track's really, really slick, and the right sides wear out so fast that you're just trying to keep on top of the racetrack for the most part right now. So hopefully we can do the same, kind of stretch out here a little bit, get ourselves a nice, comfortable gap, and then we can just kind of cruise and see where we end up.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is Atlanta. Hot and slick out there. I mean, anything can happen. Now, you've led all the laps here so far currently. Good job by that. But, hey, it's a long race. It's not over. Now, William, you're not part of a team, are you?
No, independent driver this season.
You're an independent driver this season. Okay. Was you on a team last season?
I was not. This is actually my first running full-time with Extreme.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that give a little bit of information out there for everybody. So, well, hey, man, doing a fantastic job, buddy. You guys get lined back up here. Good luck down there. Still a whole lot of racing left to go, man. It ain't over.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, we'll try to get the weights up here maybe later. And I try to interview, as many as I can, but sometimes it just don't happen. Well, it looks like GT Hawkins has taken his car behind the wall. What? Well, first caution of the evening. Hey, 20 laps, man. After After that, man, it's I'm sure they're gonna have it figured out. But hey, it is Atlanta. All right, the pace car is off and away. William Hartman, everybody on fresh tires. He is on the loud pedal. We are back underway here with the Premier Private Car Service Truck Series. William getting a good jump. Side by side back here, the 21 of Jeremy Clifton to the inside of the 64 of Cody McFadden. Right back here, James Thorndike. Curtis Balmer moving up coming all the way from 22nd. All the way up here into 6th. Well, the 59 of James Thorndike falling back. And James did pit, it looks like, that he has caught up on the outside wall. There is no grip up there whatsoever. Nolan Neiman going to get around. Chris Seidenfaden coming up. Oh, we got a battle up here between the 64 and the 48 now. Looks like the 48 is going to get around the 64 of Cody McFadden. Here comes the 15 of Nolan Neiman. Back to the inside of the 64. One high, one low. Oh, back here, Michael Thwaites to the number 12 to the inside of the 61 of Lee Overton. The number 2 of Brandon Freeze in the mix here. These guys still neck and neck. Fresh tires, get all you can with the fresh tires early on. We go back here to around the 20th position and look at the guy go all the 08 of Orlando Rivera. Well, good save by that 08 of Orlando Rivera. Wow, good save. We're going to go back here and take a look at it on the MaxSpeedTV replay. That was outstanding. Save there by that 08 machine. That could have been ugly, but, man, he saved it. That was awesome. There might have been a little bit of net coating there as well that might have caused that. Not sure. We're going to take a look at it here, though. 31 of Andrew Baraz there in the, to his outside. As they make their way into 1 here. Oh, right there. That's a good save by the 08. All righty, back up live. He is going to lose some positions. He's going to go back to 22nd. But nevertheless, still on a track. Keeping it straight. What, Aaron Bruce? And the 36 of Jason Eisenhower going at it. The 85 of Andrew Jump. Orlando Rivera now back up, trying to the inside of the 85 again. He's like, all right, I got to get back up there. That's it. Now he is going to make the pass there on the 36. Aaron Bruce getting a good lead there on the 08. Boy, the 08 of Orlando Rivera is on rails right now. All right, James Thorndike at the 59, back to the inside of the 21 of Jeremy Clifton. That looks like James Thorndike going to take that spot away from the 21. Oh, William Hartman back to 1.3 seconds ahead over Mason Kane. Mason Kane got a good gap between him and Curtis Balmer, almost a second. Nolan Neiman right on the tail of the 48. Lee Overton to the inside of Jeff Glockner. Jeff Glockner in the Vanoy outside the Vanoy Chevrolet. 61 of Lee Overton is going to have that position. He's going to take it over. Well, the 34 of Dalton Cowden rebounded really good as well. He is back up here in 11th after starting 3rd. Having the best lap there on the first lap. I know I keep repeating it, but boy, that could have been costly for Dalton Cowden. And Orlando Rivera, we go back here to Orlando, and he was rebounded. He is coming up on the 31 of Andrew Mraz. Well, we're going to watch this. Orlando Rivera to the inside of the 31 of Andrew. Orlando Rivera not in the chase. Andrew Mraz isn't either. Darren Bruce. Now, there's a lot of chase drivers, or non-chase drivers out here since it's Peace 3. But they're vying for a win just like anybody else out there, and they're also vying to help out their teammates if their teammates are in the chase. So you're going to see a lot of these guys, upset the chase drivers or try to upset the chase drivers and grabbing the victory as we see the battle between Darren Bruce and Andrew Mraz here. Darren to the inside of Andrew. Darren coming up on the 08 of Orlando Rivera, lap 32. Now we'll go back up here. Oh, James Thorndike. Oh, James. What happened to James? He's falling all the way back to 7th. He had a moment. And that's allowed the 35 of Chris Seidenfaden, Dalton Cowden get up here, as well as Lee Overton. Lee Overton to the inside of the 35. Dalton Cowden trying to get to the inside of the 59. Lee Overton's going to complete that pass on that 35. The 34 of Dalton Cowden trying to get around the 59. And he will complete the pass. That has put the 61 of Lee Overton all over the back bumper of the 59 as they make their way to turn number 1. 61 going to go to the inside of the 59 of James Thorndike. Going to complete the pass coming out of 2 onto the backstretch here at Atlanta. Still keeping an eye on the battle here. Jeremy Horn coming from, started in 16th, currently running in 16th. Darren Bruce catching up to him. Now Dwayne Dunn catching up to the 31 of Andrew Mraz. Dwayne Dunn started back at 23rd, but currently running right now in 20th. 35 laps in the books here tonight already. Woo! Knocking it down. Well, the battle between Andrew Mraz and D. Dunn. Dwayne Dunn. Dwayne Dunn going to complete the pass. Coming into 3. 31 of Andrew Mraz looks like still trying to fight on the outside. Well, how about we go cockpit view with the driver here? How about we go cockpit with O.D. Bruce? We'll go cockpit with Darren Bruce for a lap around Atlanta for everybody. Give you guys a little taste of what Atlanta Motor Speedway is all about. Oh, Darren getting loose, and we are cockpit with him. You could just see how wicked loose it is out there. Oh, man. Oh, Jacob Bell, 77 up high. Darren Bruce now in the center. Here comes Orlando Rivera to the inside of the 77 and the 27. We are almost 3 wide as we take a look here. I don't know if you want to go 3 wide with old tires, but, well, I'm not down there racing, so I'll say go for it. Oh, Orlando having a moment. I'm not down there racing, so I say go for it. But I'm sure these guys are like, nah, we don't need to go 3 wide here. Oh man, nerve-wracking. No, Mason Kane 1.4 seconds behind William Hartman. William Hartman coming up on the 7 of KC Duncan. KC Duncan still on the lead lap. He's got the leader to his outside. William Hartman going to get around him. That's going to put KC 1 lap down. Jason Eisenhower going to be the last driver on the lead lap back here in 23rd. At 41 of 130. Dalton Cowden doing some battle here with the 15 of Neiman. Looks like Dalton Cowden going to take it. Dalton going to take that spot back, going into 5th, back up into the top 5. And we go back here to Michael Thwaites. See a battle going on between the 12, 61 of Lee Overton, and Jeremy Clifton in the mix here as well. So we'll keep an eye on this battle. Looks like the 61 of Lee Overton to the inside of the 21. Oh, Lee getting a little loose. Nope. Dwayne Dunn going to get around Jacob Bell. Jacob Bell back here running out in 16th. Oh, they're 25 to 35 laps is the rough run on tires, and they're within that tire run here. And the more they stay out here, the rougher it's going to get, and the more loosey-gooseier it's going to get. If loosey-gooseier ain't a word, it's a word now. Oh, 24, Jeff Lochner. Oh, what's going on with the 24 of Jeff? Well, let's go back here and take a look. He is smoking. Oh, and it looks like his engine just might have let go. And then we go back here and take a look. Not what you want to see, but I do believe it looks like it let go on him. All right. Man, that's a tough break for the 24. Started 8, not where he wanted to be. Well, William Hartman now. 2.1 seconds ahead of Mason Kane. Curtis Vollmer in 3rd. Coming from 22nd. What a run for Curtis. What a run for Mason. William Hartman, he has just been dominating this race here tonight. Not 47 of 130. Well, hopefully everybody out there is having a good time, enjoying the broadcast here tonight. Still watching some battles here between a few drivers. Now up front, Nolan Neiman, Cody McFadden. Both of these drivers, chase drivers. Oh, Nolan. Nolan having a moment. And right now, nobody is electing to come down pit road. Scrolling through the field, man, you can definitely see the... Oh, Blair, I know, I hate that, bud. Man. Ooh, Andrew Jump getting loose. Mark Hamlin getting loose. Another speed going from about 170. Well, this one was 164 down to 152, 51. Coming in out of 2. Well, the 5. Okay, the 35, the 7. Chris Seidenfaden coming down pit road. Looks like the 7 as well coming down pit road. Okay, well, they've been out here at about 30-something laps roughly. At about 31, 32 laps. I imagine that's going to be roughly the tire run. Dwayne Dunn to the inside of the 5 of Hank Caston. Now that 39, he's rolling. And Curtis Vollmer is too. Curtis Vollmer started back in 22nd. He is up to 3rd. A lot of drivers, you know, back where they almost started. Dalton Cowden, after a remarkable save on the first lap, he is already back up to 4th. Well, the guy they're trying to run down, though, is this man right here, the 67 of William Hartman. Now, William Hartman is coming upon the 7 of KC Duncan. KC is 2 laps down. KC has fresher tires, but you're already a couple of laps down. William Hartman's going to get around him. Yep, 48 did too. Well, it ain't over. And here in about 10, 11 laps, we're going to be at the halfway mark here tonight. These guys, they've been putting on a show here early on. Well, Chris Seidenfaden on... Oh, he's been on pit road a little over a minute. Ooh, not sure what's going on with 35 of Chris Seidenfaden. Oh, Tyler Hallman, if you can give me some insider there on what's going on with this Hallman. Oh, Lee Overton. Oh, Lee Overton down pit road. Oh, pit stop mistake. Had to back up quite a ways. That's really going to upset that 61. He's going to lose a lot of time. Still take a look here. We only had a couple of pit stops. Looks like Lee Overton now back out on the loud pedal. All right, the leader, William Hartman, has elected to give it up. He is coming down pit road. He was out there at about 38 laps, 37, 38 laps. Mason Kane coming down. Curtis Vollmer coming down. Dalton Cowden coming down. Well, James Thorndike electing to stay out. A lot of drivers down pit road. Michael Thwaite staying out. Jeremy Clifton staying out. Brandon Freeze, it looks like going to stay out. Oh, boy. We're going to have some drivers out here that have stayed out and some drivers that are on pit road. So pit road is busy. Green flag pit stops here at lap 57. I imagine these guys that stayed out, these drivers that have stayed out, they're going to be coming down here momentarily. All right, James Thorndike electing to come down pit road now. Michael Thwaites coming down pit road. It looks like Jeremy Clifton. Brandon Freeze. Looks like he is going to stay out. Well, we're going to see different strategies for sure. Well, Ander Mraz back. He's been out on the track. About a 38 stint run, though. Brandon Freeze, he's on about a 40 stint run. Jeremy Horn, about a 40. And Mark Hamlin also at about a 40 lap stint. Mark Hamlin, though, he is coming down pit road. It looks like he's had enough. I'm sure he's saying, "Oh man, these tires were gone. I got to get new rubbers up and underneath this thing." Oh, poor Mr. Feelgood's going to be coming on that number 3. Brandon Freeze. He is coming into 3 right now. Lap 60 of 130. 6 more laps. We're going to be at the halfway mark here. It looks like Brandon Freeze still going to stay out. Andrew Mraz. I think Andrew Mraz has had enough as well. The 31 coming down pit road. 39 lap stint run. So he is coming down pit road. Taking a look here. Brandon Freeze, Jeremy Horn. Now William Hartman pitted. And he is going to run down 1 and 2 quickly. Those fresh tires make a big difference. Brandon Freeze, Jeremy Horn. Jeremy Horn in the 78 going to get passed by William Hartman. That time by Brandon Freeze. Right up, coming out of 2 right now. William Hartman just now coming out of 2. But look at the speed difference. And we got 181 miles an hour going into the corner. And Brandon Freeze is like, "All right, I've had enough. We've got to get those tires." Full tank of fuel. That is going to reset the field. That is going to put William Hartman back up front. Now, William Hartman is not going to come away with leading every lap. And he's not going to sweep it with every lap led. But right now he is on rails to come away with the most laps led here tonight. As he is coming to the inside of the 27 of Darren Bruce. Darren Bruce going to go a lap down, looks like. Right now, 6 drivers on the lead lap. Once everything resets, Lee over to the last driver on the lead lap. William Hartman, Mason Kane, Curtis Vollmer, Dalton Cowden, Michael Thwaites, top 5. And right now, the Lucky Dog position would go to the 64 of Cody McFadden. Caution was to come out. Said if. Take a look at the caution count here. We're going to be coming to the halfway mark here as they cross the line. 1 caution for 4 caution laps, 66 laps to go, making 65. So we are at the halfway mark. 3 lead changes here tonight. What an awesome race these guys have been putting on. They're all trying to run down, like I said, that 67 of William Hartman. We got 27 viewers out here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in out here tonight for another awesome race by Extreme Motorsports 99.com. We are going to be off next week. Next Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night. Thursday night, I do believe, as well. For the holidays, for everybody that's just tuning in. So we do have an off week, and then we're going to come back. Well, guess what? We're going to be at the Tricky Triangle of Pocono for the second race of the chase, and that is going to be interesting. So mark your calendars. It'll be September the 10th. It'll be at Pocono. More like the bossiest. Oh, Nolan Neiman. Oh, hard hit for that 15. What happened to Nolan? We'll go back here and take a look. What was it, a product of the turn? I believe it might have been. Well, Nolan Neiman. Man, what happened to Nolan? Looks like he came out of 2. We're going to take a look here. We're going to get a closer look. Oh, right there. Just snapped loose on that 15. He does save it, but he does take a lick to the inside wall. And Nolan is on pit road getting the damage assessed. All right, well, Lee Overton now trying to stay on the lead lap. He's got the 67. William Hartman right there. William to the inside, the 61 to the outside. And the 67 hold that position, or the 61 hold that position, excuse me. 61 trying not to go a lap down. The 67 to the inside. Back here, Brandon Freeze, the 16. Brandon Freeze in the 2. We've got the 16. GT in the mix here. 48 of Curtis Vollmer. Now, Curtis Vollmer is on the lead lap. Well, the only big battle going on right now is between these 4 drivers right here that I can see. Lap 74 of 130. You guys are killing me in chat. No, Michael Thwaites currently running in 5th. Now the last driver on the lead lap for the top 5 drivers on the lead lap. Lee Overton, the first driver, 1 lap down. Oh, Nolan Neiman coming back out onto the racing surface. Well, I would do crank it up, but they're so spread out. Yeah, it's right now not a good time to do it. Nolan Neiman coming back down coming back up onto the track. So let's see here if we can go a ride along again. This time we're going to go with, how about we go with, I bet we'll go with Mark Hamlin. So doing a little bit on board here with Mark Hamlin. That's Scott Allen. All right, Mark Hamlin currently running an 18th. Coming out of 4. Well, that's a good view from the 64. We're on the 3 on the right front here. You can see the 64 there of Cody McFadden. Oh, okay. It used to, and until I figured out who he was. Well, 50 laps to go. William Hartman, 7.9 seconds ahead. 8 seconds ahead of a second place Mason Kane. Curtis Vollmer now right up all over the back bumper of the 76. Mason Kane not in the chase. However, he's playing upset here. 48. Curtis Vollmer to the inside of the 76 for position. This is for second place. Northern Capital Chevrolet and the Lodge Box Chevrolet. They're going to duke it out for second place. Oh! 76 getting a little loose. Mason Kane. Well, that just allowed the 48 of Vollmer to get around. You're just going to time stamp my moments. Okay. I see how it is. This must be Sterling. There are so many. I think he's talking about the WWE screens there, Blair. You know. Yeah, Alan Fox, man. I mean, yeah, don't count Alan. Yeah, man, he really recovered nicely. I mean, that's first lap spinning, and then you see him right now running fourth. And that's insane. But GT Hawkins right behind him. GT not having the race GT wanted, man. Chase driver. GT currently running in 25th. Started 4th. Tough break for Hawkins. Yeah, I knew it was. We're glad to have y'all in chat. Well, we're gonna have to still keep an eye on everybody out here. And they have been out here now at about 28, 29 or so laps, in between 29 and 31 laps. So some out here more than others, but they're still within the gap. I do believe they're gonna have to pit at least one more time. Oh, man, GTF's disconnects. Oh, man, that is not good. Well, I mean, it is the first race. Hopefully, he gets it all figured out and he can, finish out the chase in good hands. No disconnects or nothing. And, rebound from it. Well, the 91, Blair Patterson coming back out. I've seen it in chat that there he is, the 91. Coming back out. Going to turn some laps here tonight. On Blair, about 69 laps down. The Doug Blackman, Nick Hunt. Well, Nick Hunt at hitting tonight, but Doug Blackman is still sitting on pit road. Jeff Glockner is still sitting on pit road as well. And as well as KC Duncan. Now we have lost Alan Hilton, Chris Seidenfaden, and Hank Caston. Nope. Oh, Curtis Vollmer. I think Curtis might be trying to break the draft. Now on the backstretch here, you can draft a little bit. You can pick up a little bit of draft there. You want to do everything you can on fresh tires, of course, but you can draft a little bit. We've got the battle brewing again right here between the 76 and the 48. Mason Kane, Curtis Vollmer. Curtis back to the inside of Mason. Mason on the outside. They're doing a little bit of whip swap drafting here. Oh, Kane! Back in. Almost let loose. Dalton Cowden back here. He's like, okay, hold on a minute. I'm going to back off just a little bit. He's not going to let him get too far ahead of him. Michael Thwaites. He is having a good run here as well. Thwaites currently running in 5th. And he is trying to look to the outside of the 85. That would be Andrew Jump. Andrew Jump currently 1 lap down. Now Cody McFadden is going to be the lucky dog. Will be in the lucky dog position. Now Michael Thwaites, the last driver on the lead lap. But everybody's still trying to run down the 67. Nolan Neiman right behind him in the number 15. All right, well, let's go through the top 10 here real quick for everybody. William Hartman, of course, up front. Curtis Vollmer in 2nd. Mason Kane 3rd. Dalton Cowden 4th. Michael Thwaites 5th. The first driver a lap down. Cody McFadden in 6th. Lee Overton a lap down as well in 7th. Darren Bruce a lap down in 8th. Brandon Freeze a lap down in 9th. Dwayne Dunn 1 lap down in 10th. Going to round out the top 10 here. Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has about lost it a few times for sure. All right, Jacob Bell. Jacob Bell coming down pit road. And he is going to slide it into his pit stop. Great stop there by the 77 of Bell. All right, Bell off and away. Darren Bruce down pit road as well. Look, we're taking a look here. It looks like everybody else, for the most part, is still staying out. I believe that was going to be their last and final pit stop. Lap 93 of 130. Yeah, that is going to be their last and final pit stop. About 37 laps left to go. William Hartman down pit road. That's going to give... Oh, well, no. Curtis Vollmer's coming down pit road. Mason Kane down pit road. Michael Thwaites. Michael Thwaites fallen back. Well, this is going to reset the field here momentarily. Michael Thwaites has been out here, but here he goes. Number 12 coming down pit road right now as we speak. Entering the pit stall there. Get it slow down. Okay, so William Hartman back out. Curtis Vollmer back out. We're coming back out. Brandon Freese staying out. Can Brandon catch up to William Hartman? William Hartman on those fresh tires and fuel. And Brandon Freese, he's been out here at about 32 laps. I don't know if he's going to be able to catch up to the screaming 67 of William Hartman, who will come away tonight with the most laps led. Currently, right now, it is going to be at 90 as he crosses the stripe there. All right, Michael Thwaites back out. Cutter McFadden back out. Lee Overton back out. Well, Jeremy Clifton now coming down pit road. Oh, still waiting on the 85 of Andrew Jump. 78 of Horn. Oh, Nolan Neiman. I believe that was Neiman. Yes, it was. Pit road mistake. And we'll just let this play here. Nolan Neiman having a moment coming out pit road. It looks like he locked it up. I don't think he meant to, but he comes down pit road or comes down to the pit entrance. Right here. Looks like it just locked up on him. Oh, yeah, right there, it locked up. It slid. Maybe lost traction. He does get it going. Unfortunately, he'll probably have an unsafe pit entrance. Well, Andrew Jump is down pit road, so that's going to leave James Thorndike, who is going to come down pit road this time by Jeremy Horn, Mark Hamlin. Looks like a lot of these drivers coming down pit road. Mark electing to stay out, as well as Jeremy Horn. James Thorndike off and away. Orlando Rivera. He is back out onto the racing surface. Brandon Freese still out here. Yep, rip cone. Nolan Neiman killed the cone at the entrance to pit road. Oh, Jeremy Horn down pit road. All right, Jeremy Horn in his pit stall there. It looks like Andrew Mraz coming down pit road as well. So, that's going to leave Brandon Freese in the 2. Brandon staying out. Well, here comes the 3 down pit road. The 3 of Mark Hamlin. Now, what a race here tonight. What a race. Well, here in about 9 laps, we are going to be at the 20 to go. And Brandon Freese still staying out. Yes, he is. Well, William Hartman, Dalton Cowden in 2nd. Curtis Vollmer 3rd. Kane in 4th. with a great recovery there by the 34. Now he's got a lot of company. 48 of Curtis Vollmer all over the back end of the 34. Dalton Cowden, part of Proformance Motorsports. Curtis Vollmer, part of Samson Motorsports. Now Curtis Vollmer is going to take that position. He's going to put William Hartman still up front. And Curtis Vollmer now in second, Cowden in third. Still a great recovery there by that 34. That was 64 of Cody McFadden. Now right behind the 34, Cody McFadden currently one lap down, sitting in seventh. Still a solid run for the 64. Lap 105 of 130. All right, well, Brandon Freeze, he has made his pit stop, and he is off and away. So it looks like everybody has made their pit stops here. Last and final pit stops. Well, taking a look back here from William Hartman to the driver behind him. I don't know if that is not second place. I'm not sure who that is. Between the first and second. Let's see if we can. Is that the 21 of Clifton? Nope. Who is Well, I don't know who that is. However, ooh, Cowden having a moment. Curtis Vollmer. Well, 2 by 2. Let's see, Curtis Vollmer. Behind Curtis is the 59 of James Thorndike. Oh, the 7. Duncan. Oh, Duncan. And Duncan looks like toes it to pit road. Or he does the famous Alt F4. Not entirely sure, but he is gone. He has disappeared. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the 20 to go here tonight for the first round of the Premier Private Car Service Truck Series. And William Hartman, 105 laps led here tonight. He has never looked back. And the 60, I think I figured out who it was. The 64 of Cody McFadden. That's who it is. That is in between William Hartman and I believe Curtis Vollmer. The 12 of Michael Thwaites, also in the middle here, as well as the 21. Jeremy Clifton. There is a gap between, and some drivers between second and first. Curtis Vollmer coming up on the 12 of Thwaites. That will put Thwaites. Well, Thwaites is still one lap down. William Hartman coming up on the 77 of Jacob Bell. 18 to go, make it 17 as they cross the line. Brian Smith, you talking about Gary Wells? Well, 15 laps to go. Dalton Cowden into third. Alan Hilton. Oh, okay. You said Gary, and I don't know Alan by Gary. All I know is Alan Hilton by, well, guess what? Alan Hilton. So, well, I've got Alan Hilton out of the race. He has been out of the race about 99 laps ago. In the number 8. Well, 13 to go. And we do have green-white checkers here. I really don't want to mention it. We've had such an awesome race here tonight. Everybody's keeping it clean. We are late into the race, so let's go ahead and take a look at the track temp. Track temp has cooled down tremendously. It's still hot out there, but 97 degrees. Cooled off a little bit. There's a little bit more grip out there, but I'm sure they're still fighting to find every bit of grip they can. So the track temp has cooled down some, still in the upper 90s. Yeah, it is sad there, Brian. It sure is. You know, all these drivers out here, you know, trying to fight for every piece of real estate they can. Well, William Hartman, 113 lap sled. Well, William Hartman on rails. We will have a new champion this season. As the previous champion, David Weishart, he doesn't race in the trucks. So we are going to have a new champion this season. It will not be a repeat. Just to let everybody know, a little bit of insider information. So there will be a new champion crowned. Coming to 10 to go, William Hartman, 115 laps in the books. Can he lead 125 laps? That would be the max he would be able to lead with 10 laps to go, unless there's a green-white checker. Then, of course, he could lead more. But, I mean, awesome racing. I'm ecstatic. This is insane. Well, Mason Kane. Oh, the 76 get loosey-goosey there again. Mason Kane still holding on to fourth. Michael Thwaites 1 lap down. Mason Kane, the last driver on the lead lap. Dalton Cowden in third. Curtis Vollmer in second. And William Hartman in first. Cody McFadden in sixth. Lee Overton seventh. Darren Bruce eighth. Dwayne Dunn ninth. And Brandon Freeze currently inside the top 10 in 10th. Jacob Bell in 11th. James Thorndyke 12th. Andrew Morass 13th. Jeremy Clifton 14th. Jeremy Horn rounding out the top 15 with 8 laps remaining. A 28 lap stint. Make it 29 for William Hartman on the run here in the number 67. We're counting them down. 7 to go. Curtis Vollmer coming upon Andrew Moraz. Curtis coming from 22nd. Woo! What a run for Curtis. Look at it. Kudos out there to everybody. No! Got a car smoking. Who is that? Oh, Orlando Rivera. Was that Brandon Freeze? Oh, Brandon Freeze. Oh, no. Well, we've got 5 to go. Let's go back here and take a look at what happened to Freeze. Oh, no. Right here. What happened to the number 2? Oh, looks like some contact. 5 to go. Looks like maybe some contact between the 85 and the 2. That sends the 2 down, up into the wall. Heavy damage to the 2. As the 67 of William Hartman comes around, Brandon pulls it right off. Oh, man, what a tough break for Brandon. He is on pit road. 4 laps to go. Make it 3 when it comes to the line. Three laps remain here tonight. (10:17 Eastern Time, 9:17 Central. William Hartman. Coming to the line, 2 to go. All right, now 8 more turns for William Hartman. Can he hold on to it? Can he make it to the line for the white flag? Before a caution comes out, and it looks like he will. William Hartman coming to take the 1 to go here. 4 more turns for the number 67 has already led 124 laps here tonight. Man. And here it comes, out of 4, William Hartman grabbing the win here tonight. 125 laps led here this evening. The most laps led tonight for the number 67 of William Hartman. Curtis Farmer going to finish in second. And Dalton Cowden, awesome recovery by the 34 to get it back up there into third place. Wow, what a run, what a show here tonight. Well, give me just a few moments, folks. We'll get the top 3 down here for an interview, so don't go anywhere. The MaxSpeedTV post-race show coming up right after this.
Yeah, I was like taking it easy.
Alrighty, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Had a little hiccup there. I thought I had moved up, but I didn't. So we're going to start here with third place here tonight. Dalton Cowden in the 34. Dalton got a copy.
Yeah, Bart.
Well, Dalton, man, talk about the run out here tonight. You started third. We're gonna go all the way back, man. We was discussing it down there just a little bit ago. We're gonna go all the way back to the very beginning of the race. You recovered very, very nicely out here tonight. First lap, man. What happened out there? You went from third to the very back in one lap. Talk about that one lap.
Well, I knew it was going to be really, really slick, and I was honestly taking it easy. But on the first couple laps with semi-cold, hard tires, hitting the bump down there at the bottom just kind of upset me in 3 and 4. And honestly, I thought my race was over because I started going to the outside wall, and I flicked it to the inside and just kind of helplessly spun through the infield. But then I knew I had to go. I mean, I knew I had long run speed because that's what Atlanta's about. It's hot, slick, take care of your stuff, and get back up there. Luckily, we got that one caution. I was almost in that one, but sneaked through it and got back up there.
Well, talk about the beginning of the race. Well, okay, we knew it was hot and slick out there. You guys started at about 113, 115 degrees. It gradually cooled off throughout the race, but it looked like to me, well, it's typical Atlanta. Those tires, no matter what, they burnt off in about 10 to 12 laps. They were gone.
Yeah, I had Darren, my team manager, up in the tower booth with a couple of us, and he was relaying to us the weather, the track temp, and I kind of knew when to push, kind of knew to lay off. When the track would cool down, I'd push a little bit harder. When the track would heat up, I would cool back down. But yeah, the tires were gone after. I felt like they were gone after lap 1. Like you got one good heater lap, and then you were kind of like, "Okay, I gotta save the rest of them." But it was fun. I enjoyed tonight.
Well, there was really no saving tires, right? I mean, you could not save for the life of you, correct?
Yeah, it wasn't really like saving tires. It was more don't make the big mistake to really heat them up all that much. Because as soon as they got heat, like a big slide or it was really hard to cool them back down and get going again.
Well, it was an awesome race tonight by everybody out there. But hey, we are going to be off next week, so a little bit of a break time for everybody. But when we come back, we've got the tricky triangle of Pocono. What do you like and dislike about Pocono?
Recently I've kind of started liking Pocono.
Okay.
It's another one of those technical. You gotta keep the tires on it because again they wear off there too. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna need a break week after this because I'm tired now.
I bet.
But yeah, it was a good race. One caution. You can't ask for any more than that.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, thought shout out. You want to give before you go celebrate, buddy?
I want to thank my teammates, Jeremy, Alan, all the guys at Performance Motorsports, Team P Knives, you, Max Speed, Extreme, everybody puts on the show here, Premier Car Service, everybody that puts on the show. It was a great race, great day. It was fun.
All righty, Dalton. Well, we'll see you in 2 weeks, buddy, at Pocono.
Let's do it again.
All righty. All right. Well, that is going to bring us to our second place finisher here tonight from Samson Motorsports, Curtis Vollmer. Curtis, got a copy.
Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
Doing all right, Curtis. Well, Atlanta, whatever you want to call it, man. Talk about the run, and for you started back 22nd. We had one caution tonight at at about lap 20. The only caution, it was all about the tires here tonight. Fuel probably not a very big concern. It's those darn tires that you got to really be concerned about. You were on the track. You felt every single bit of it. Talk about your race.
Yeah, the Samson Motorsports Northern Capital 48 was strong tonight. We weren't really sure what we were going to get our hands in. It was really slick, in practice and qualifying, and we just couldn't, really get it dialed in where we wanted it. But, we felt pretty good about, our truck tonight and getting her dialed in as the long run went on. That's why we started the back. hoping that, stay out of the mess, hoping there was going to be some big wrecks and stuff. We didn't want to be a part of that. And we
Yeah.
saw everybody just taking it easy. And so we switched our whole game plan instantly on that first run and charged to the front. So I think I got up to like 9th on that before that first caution came out.
Well, yeah, talk about that, Curtis, because, everybody has a different game plan going into each race. Sometimes you think it's going to be, especially at Atlanta, since we're here, we're going to go ahead and kind of put Atlanta under the bus here for a minute. It usually can turn out either way. A lot of cautions or, you'll have some, 4 or 5. Not tonight. It was a totally different ball game. So talk about that too, because y'all had to make that call on the fly.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with everybody out here that raced tonight. Everybody did a really good job saving their cars if they got loose. And I mean, to go the green like that on this loose of a track, that shows you that this league is really coming around. And I mean, it's pretty cool to have green flag pit stops, because a little bit of strategy plays in and how you're going to pit, and it's just a lot of fun. When we go green.
Well, I'm seeing it in chat by one of our viewers. TKFTRD won 108 laps, caution free at Atlanta. 108 laps. That is
out of
insane.
130. Yeah.
Huh?
Out of 130.
Out of 130, yes,
That's
sir.
pretty
Well,
good.
yeah, it is, man. Well, Curtis, man, starting off strong. Round 1 over. It's done. Well, you guys are off next week. Come back, though. We're going to be at Pocono. Talk about Pocono real quick.
Yeah, we should be pretty good there. I'm hoping to get at least the top 5 out of there. You got to be strong in all these chase races to be there at the end. It takes the whole package. These 5 races are very important. So you have to definitely finish strong and have a clean car, be there at the end. And Pocono should be a good track for us. We usually do pretty good there. So we're going to take this Northern Capital 48 there and hopefully put her on the pole and just run strong. So yeah, we're excited. We'll take the off week and get everything ready to go. Make sure we're all tidied up for the next 4 races and hopefully win the championship.
Well, all right, Curtis. Well, thought shout outs you want to give before you go celebrate second place here tonight?
Yeah. Zach Ordish, my crew chief, putting this thing where it needs to be. Turning the wrenches every time we came in, making it faster and faster. And the pit stops were spot on. Mikey in the pits, running the crew down there, doing a great job. And Russ for coming on board and doing the sponsorship, Northern Capital, and to have him on for next season is awesome. It's really cool that we revealed that the other night at the podcast. But yeah, it's rocking. The Samson Motorsports are doing pretty good as a team as a whole, and appreciate everybody that comes to help out. It's a good group to be a part of. So I'm happy to be a part of it.
Well, Curtis, I don't know if you're paying attention to chat or not, but BJ Levi 44, he says a big shout out for Curtis Vollmer, second place from WN Electrical Contractors, Hooper, Utah. So,
all right. No, shout out to the Northrops. Yeah, they're out there working hard. Yeah. But, yeah, I'll tell you what. I mean, Premier Private Car Service coming on board. You guys doing what you do up in the booth. Rick for putting it on. I mean, all the sponsors here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. It's an awesome place to race, and happy to be a part.
All righty, Curtis. We'll see you in 2 weeks, buddy. If we don't see you before then, at Pocono, man, go celebrate second here tonight.
Bet. Thank you. And thanks to the fans out there. Shout out to them.
All righty, buddy. Well, all right. Well, that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight. Boy, he was on rails. I don't know what to say about him. The number 67 of William Hartman. Now, William looking for a team, but we'll get to that in a minute here. 125 laps. Started on pole. William, man, I'm going to turn it over to you, man, because awesome job for you.
Yeah, thanks. If those were rails, they were some pretty slippery rails, I'll tell you that. It was quite an interesting race through and through. Awesome green flag run there. Really let the field kind of get stretched out, which is really what I needed because, man, it was a handful. It was. I was just commenting to some of the guys. I'm pretty sure my wrist will still be hurting in the morning from that one. So just kind of holding on for dear life the whole time and just trying to still make speed out of it. And luckily we were able to do that.
Well, you're going to have to talk about it here from your point of view because, you started on pole. So, you got that out of the way. You led the most laps, 125. You came away, according to my stats here, 0 incidents. You qualified. So, looks like max points coming for you here tonight. And how does that feel, starting off this strong with, still now 4 races left in the chase?
Yeah, you can't really ask for a much better start than that. It really kind of sets ourselves up in a good spot going into these chase races. You're going to have to be on your game all 5 races because every single guy that's in the chase has proven that they can run out front and win. So, to be able to snag one of them is going to be important. Hopefully we can set ourselves up in the same position for these next 4 and maybe grab 1 or 2 more. I think that's what it's going to take to win the title. You're going to have to win at least 2 of these races with as competitive as the field is right now and not have a bad luck day. So luckily we were able to start off on the right foot here, and we'll just carry that into the off week and get ready for Pocono.
Well, yeah, I mean, we got Pocono coming up, but I want to still talk about this race, man, because those tires, I don't think you were more worried about fuel. It's those tires. Those tires wear off quickly. What was going through your mind seeing some of these guys pit early, knowing that you're going to have to pit, but you stayed out just long enough to like, all right, I have to pit, and then you come down pit road. There was only 4 drivers that finished on the lead lap. However, there was still a lot of drivers who finished, which was awesome.
Yeah, I think the pit strategy on the fly was definitely something I wasn't necessarily prepared for coming into the night. With the way the setup was and how slick the track was, I didn't necessarily expect that we'd have a super long green flag run like that. It's awesome that we did, and it doesn't surprise me at all with this group, but it definitely wasn't something that I had game planned a ton for. So kind of had to make some calls on the fly, just kind of see where the competitors were at, really. I was kind of racing with a couple of guys there at the end, and just tried to keep myself on the same strategy as them. I knew if I could even up the strategies with them, I at least had a gap with those guys to where I felt like I could maintain that gap for the end, or even if they started to catch me a little bit, as long as I was on the same strategy, I felt pretty safe. So I think getting the tires off as quickly as possible was definitely important, but it definitely got tight there on fuel towards the end. We were only a couple laps to the good right there at the checkered flag, so you definitely couldn't mess up the fuel strategy or pit as early as you necessarily wanted to get those fresh Goodyears on there.
Well, 36 to 41 roughly on the fuel laps, give or take a few here and there, but 25 to 35 on the tires, depending on the driver, but 25 to 35 is even stretching it that far because 10 to 15 laps is bad enough.
Yeah, for sure. You were starting to see fall off really in the performance of the car after the 3rd or 4th lap. So you definitely wanted to get those things off as quickly as you could. There was no question anytime we had a caution, you were coming down to put tires on. They were king tonight. And luckily we were able to play the right strategy and be there.
Well, you were the king of the track here tonight, William, but let's go to Pocono in 2 weeks. Off next week, got an off week. Coming to the Tricky Triangle. 3 turns, totally different from one another. Talk about Pocono.
Pocono's a great racetrack. Really, really excited. I think it's a good place to separate yourself. You really can attack those 3 corners very different ways. You got to have a very unique driving style for each one, and it makes for a really, really entertaining race. So really, really excited. We'll put a bunch of testing in over the next 2 weeks, and we'll be ready to go, I promise.
All righty, William. Well, congratulations again on the win here tonight to open up the chase. Thought shout-outs you want to get before you go celebrate, buddy.
Yeah, I got to thank everybody over at Extreme Motorsports, all the admins, everybody who puts this stuff together. We can't do it without them, for sure. Got to thank all the drivers. Again, amazing run tonight. Everybody did a great job controlling these things tonight. Got to thank you guys over at Max Speed for everything you do for us. And then everybody over at Premier Private Car Service for sponsoring the series. We couldn't do it without them.
All righty, William. Well, if we don't see you in before 2 weeks, we'll definitely see you in 2 weeks. But I'm sure we'll talk throughout the week. Of course, tomorrow night, we've got Atlanta here again, but we'll get to that here in a little bit, man. Congratulations on the win. Go celebrate, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for sure.
All right, thanks, man.
Well, all righty. We're going to get down here to the final results. Of course, pending any admin stuff that they need to do. William Hartman grabbing the win here tonight. What a run from William. Curtis Vollmer as well. 1 and 2 right here together. William Hartman going to get the win. Curtis in second. Dalton Cowden, awesome save by the 34 on the first lap. Managed to get back up front Neil's going to finish in third. Mason Kane going to get a good solid run here tonight in fourth. Michael Thwaites in fifth. Carter McFadden sixth. Lee Overton seventh. Darren Bruce eighth. Dwayne Dunn ninth. James Thorndike in 10th. Jacob Bell in 11th. Andrew Moraz 12th. Jeremy Clifton 13th. Jeremy Horn 14th. Andrew Jump 15th. Mark Hamlin 16th. Jason Eisenhower 17th. Brandon Freeze 18th. Orlando Rivera 19th. Nolan Neiman 20th. KC Duncan 21st. Hank Caston 22nd. GT Hawkins 23rd. Blair Patterson 24th. Jeff Glockner 25th. Chris Seidenfaden 26th. Alan Hilton 27th. Doug Blackman 28th. Nick Hunt, Scott Rambler, and Mike Franklin, your admins here tonight. Well, tune in tomorrow night, folks. You don't want to miss it. As the Extreme Motorsports and 99.com Sim Speed Shop Xfinity Series opens up their chase. Round number 1 here at Atlanta. Should be an awesome, awesome race indeed tomorrow night, just as it was here tonight. But congratulations tonight goes to William Hartman. So until tomorrow night, folks, stay safe. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and have a good night.
La 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 la.